What if we're successful, and I hope we are, health spending is still the biggest expense of state government. It still needs reform, but the reform isn't Obama reform, it's reform with the conservative stamp. We will help you, but you have to show personal responsibility. That is what drives excessive health care cost. My friends, there's a whole series of structural reforms we need to make government more efficient and work better. We need a part-time legislature with more working legislators. We need better budgeting rules. We need to make Michigan a right-to-work state. All those structural things, there's wide agreement on between the candidates. Unfortunately, a governor can't bring most of them to fruition. The governor can't make the legislature meet part-time. The governor can't find the legislature for not finishing the budget. Those are structural things. So we need to think about, on the ballot this fall, there will be a special question about whether we should redo the Constitution, the state Constitution. You don't need to worry about it this week. It is our 4th Constitution that we're on. It was put together in the 60s when we were a rich state. But if we truly want all of these structural reforms, unfortunately, even the best Republican governor won't be able to bring them all to completion. We may need to approve that constitutional convention. Think about it. You don't need to decide that today, but in the race for governor, all the other 6 candidates, the 2 Democrats, the 4 other Republicans, they've already decided they're against it. If you don't do that, then you can't complete those structural reforms that are needed. Surely there's a risk. It's like surgery. My patients aren't happy to have surgery, but they're there because sometimes they know it's needed. So tuck that away. So once again, I'm the citizen legislator in the race. I'm not as well known as the other candidates. I don't have a bus. I have a bicycle. I wasn't on during the Super Bowl. But if we work together, we can fix Michigan. You can join my team by going to my website, georgeforgovernor.com. I'd be honored to have your assistance. And if we work together, I know we can make Michigan a great state. We can fix Michigan together. Let's work together and bring back Michigan. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom George. And Tom will be sticking around for a few minutes as well. There's a representative of some of the other gubernatorial candidates as well here today. And by the way, Tom, just for an update, Mike checked online. While you were speaking, our national debt increased $15 million. It's 16 now, probably. It's almost 20 now? Wow. Don't have him talk anymore, right? Thank you all for coming out today. With your efforts, your support, we can make a difference, but only if we get out and vote on Tuesday. With some remarks about that and getting out on Tuesday from our Common Sense Patriots, Bob Robbins.
He just took my whole speech away. All right, I need notes, and I'm not like Sarah Palin. I got too much to say to write it all on my hand. First of all, I want to mention again this fake Tea Party. Liberals or whoever is behind this effort to get candidates on the ballot saying they're running under the Tea Party. The Tea Party does not believe in a third party and running candidates at this time. This may change in the future, but right now, so don't be fooled by that. Tell all your friends if they see Tea Party people on the ballot, it's not anybody that's have anything to do with the Tea Party in this state. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing is I want to throw a big shout out and thank you to the Thomas More Law Center. All right, some of you might know this story, but we requested to put our banner up down here like we have 5 previous times, and last time in April they took it down. We put it back up the day of it. This time they denied our request. We talked about it, thought we would pursue it, but first let's go on with the Tea Party. Well, one of our members said, I'm a member of this organization, I'll write them a letter and we'll get the ball rolling. Well, the ball rolled pretty quickly because within a day they had sent a letter to the city, to the mayor, and to the city manager stating it was unconstitutional for them to do that, and if they did not allow that banner up, then we would pursue further legal action. So as you can see, our banner's back up. Sure, we haven't heard the end of it, but Thomas More Law Center has vowed to stay behind us the whole way. They defend issues like this. They defend constitutional issues, religious issues. That's what they do. I would encourage all of you, go to their website, check them out, and if you feel so inclined, I believe it's only $25 to join. And please, this is an organization that supports Tea Parties and this kind of stuff. And if you feel so inclined, please join, because they do good work. Okay, the next. We send out notices to everybody, and I called a lot of you. I couldn't get everybody, but the easiest way for us to contact you is email. So, and we do not let anything go out on this email that doesn't go through me. You're not going to get spam. You're not going to get advertisements or anything like that. It's basically just to keep you informed, like we've been trying to do all along. So, branchtp@gmail, and it's on a lot of our stuff, is the email that does that. If you want to send me your email to be included in this database, then please do so. If you got an email from me, you're already in it. If not, if you got a phone call, you didn't get anything and you want to be in it, send me your email, and if you don't have an email, then we'll try and keep you informed by phone.
What was the email again?
It's branch TP, like Branch County, TP for Tea Party, @gmail. All right, now it's my turn to get started here. Are you ready to shake things up? Okay, get things moving? Well, then how far are you willing to go? Since we started this journey together a year and a half ago, it's been our mission to provide you with as much information as we can so you can make informed decisions about the vital issues that affect all of our lives, and that's coming up. We've got the most important vote since we started this coming up Tuesday, August 3rd primary, where you're going to pick the candidates that are going to throw the people out of office that are inflicting all this damage upon us. Okay? So there's one thing, and we can't give it to you. One important thing that we can't give it to you, and it's been displayed by everyone here today. It's called effort. Sometimes I feel like we're bouncing around from issue to issue. We've got oil spills and racism, health care, immigration, and nothing seems to be getting done. While all these are distractions to us, our opponents are sticking to their message. They're on point. They're out there. They're passing legislation. They're out there talking to America, trying to convince them what they're doing is good. I heard yesterday Obama and the bailout of the auto company saved 1 million jobs. You know, how many did we lose over that? And how many more are we going to lose in the future? You know, so they're focused on that. We need to be focused on what our objective is, okay? And that's restoring our country to the greatness it once enjoyed. We all need to do that. We need your help to do that. There's still too many of us out there that don't know or understand what the Tea Party is all about. We need you to tell them. We need you to explain we're not racist. You know, we're out here, we're just concerned about what's going on in the government, and we want to get it back to the way it was. And by that I don't mean we want slavery. Okay? We just want it to be profitable. We want to be able to pursue our dreams. Okay. So what are you willing to do? What sacrifices are you willing to make? It's going to consume a lot of your time, believe me, I know, and effort. But I promise you, if you're willing to commit, it'll be worth it. And what's the alternative? You know, the kind of assault the government is inflicting upon us, upon you, upon your families, you're just supposed to sit back and take it? They should be ashamed to call themselves our leaders. They should be leading the charge. They should be out in front defending us against the tyranny that's going on. This country has rules. It's called the Constitution of the United States, and they're not following those rules. So it's up to you, it's up to me to replace them. That's why it's so important to vote. That's the value of the vote. You can't get these people out of office if you don't vote. And trust me, they're going to put millions of dollars behind the candidates they want, and I'm sure Mark Schauer is one of the ones they're going to dump a lot of money into his campaign. So you've got to respond. If you can afford it, donate to the candidate you want to replace him. Otherwise, you're going to get more of the same, and they're going to bury you, and they're going to bury this country. We need leaders who will follow those rules and take us back to the greatness we once were in this country. God bless America. I'm going to leave you today. I've got one more thing to say too. We have, this is a political thing, we had done one-on-one interviews with some of the candidates, and the 7th District candidates for Congressman all participated in that. Those are up on YouTube. And we're going to be putting more stuff like that up on YouTube, so you can go look at it any time you want. And to go there, search for my last name, which is Robbins. It's Robbins with 2 B's, and then the word lines. It's Robbins Lines. Put that in your search window on YouTube, and these videos that we did will come up, and you can view the candidates for yourself. It was just a one-on-one interview. We asked them a question. We gave them 5 minutes to respond to it. So you can look at all that, and that might help you make a decision. Okay, the last thing I want to do, Robbins Lines is what I use when I write poetry, and I write poetry, and I want to leave you with a poem that I wrote.